Okay, now I can start. Okay, um, so as of now, you're the only one that gets a fun science lesson. I personally think science is going to be a lot more fun than math, so I'm glad I get to do science with you guys. Um, and you are the only one right now. Oh, let me see if I can close that. Can I close it? Nope. Okay, whatever. Okay, so Chantel, there's this website. Oh, there's C1. Let's get him in. There's this website, brand new, just learned about it. It's just called ixl.com. And then I did /science, but you can see it has math, language arts, social studies, even Spanish, which I thought was really cool. Um, it's it's free for like 30 days. It has a free trial. So I'm trying it out. As you guys know, science and math are both very new for me, but I'm very excited to be learning these with you guys as well. Um, excuse me, welcome everybody. Make sure you're on mute. Um, and okay, so C1 was in and then he left. Okay. Um, so Chantal, I'm going right here where it says sixth grade. Uh,
Uh,
hi, welcome. Yep, thank you guys for going on mute. I appreciate it. Okay. Um, so guys, we are starting science. Uh, you didn't really miss anything. All I was talking about is this website. It's you get like a free trial for it, so we're gonna try it out. Um, I've already assigned a little homework from here, which I thought was really cool. But we're gonna talk about some things. I think science is gonna be very fun, so I'm very excited to do this with you. So this first part, just in science, it's been a long time. I do not know where you guys left off, so I'm going to start in the beginning of just like where it says sixth grade science should be. And if you don't know it, that's fine. We'll learn it. And if you do, then great. So this first part's called Identify, Control, and Experimental Groups. Okay. Um, this is a very interactive website. It's, I think, fun. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do this together, guys. So as of now, it's just the four of us, right? Yeah, just the four of us. Okay. So, and there's three stages. If you can see this challenge, so this is what your homework will look like. You'll get three challenges. So this first challenge, we have to answer we have to get four questions correct in a row. So you could get three right and then one wrong, and then you have to do four more. So it's fun, it's challenging. I think you guys will like it. Um, so I'm going to scoot this over as far as I possibly can. All right, we have 0 questions answered so far. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Welcome, Reham. You can go ahead. Perfect. Thank you for muting. All right, guys. So control and experimental groups. A control group in science is a group that you control the outcome. And an experimental group is the group where you don't know what is the outcome. So if I put milk in my coffee, I know it is coffee with milk in it. I controlled that. But if someone's like, here's a mystery liquid, put that in your coffee. Well, that's my experimental group because I have no idea what that is. I don't know what it's going to do to the coffee. It could make the coffee taste really good, could make the coffee taste really bad. Okay. Um, so we're going to read passages. Um, I will, yeah, we can take turns reading if you would like. We'll see how that goes. If it gets super glitchy, then I can just let you guys answer it individually, but I'll read the first one. Okay. Dr. Hensley was the land manager for a prairie. Prairie is kind of like a field of land. Um, The prairie had become overrun by unwanted grasses that were crowding out other plants. Dr. Hensley thought she could use fire to remove the unwanted grass. Dr. Hensley marked off 6 plots within a large area of the prairie. So in her field, She basically just picked like these 6 areas of my field, I'm going to block them, and then everything else, you'll see. So within these 6, she blocked them off. Inside the 6, 3 of those, she set a carefully controlled fire to burn the plants once each year for 3 years. In the remaining 3, so the other 3, she didn't put any fire. She just let it be. Okay? A year after the last fire, Dr. Hensley estimated the percentage of area covered by unwanted grasses in each 6 plots. So, Dr. Hensley, she did a science experiment using a controlled group and an experimental group. All right? The control group was the one she controlled, or sorry, it's the one that she knew the outcome, and the experimental group is the one where she didn't know what was going to happen. Okay? So, does anybody know which one was the experimental group? Was it the plot with the fire, or was it the plot with no fire? You can type it in the chat box or raise your hand. Remember, control, Reham, what do you think?
The plot with the fire?
The plot with fire was the experiment?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if she's right. She is right. So guys, she's right because that was the experiment. This doctor, she didn't know what the fire was going to do. She was hoping it would help her prairie, like get rid of all that stuff, but she didn't know. So that was the experiment. She knew if she left the plants without any fire, she already knew what would happen. They would just grow and keep doing their normal plant business. So there you go. Good job, Reham. All right, next one. Does anybody want to read this? Nobody? That's okay. Okay. So Kimberly and John were taking a snowboarding class. During the class, their instructor said they would go faster if they applied wax to the underside of the snowboard. After the class, Kimberly applied a thin layer of wax to the underside of the snowboard and rode the board straight down a hill. Then she removed the wax and rode the snowboard straight down the hill again. John timed how long each ride took. Kimberly repeated these rides on 4 other snowboards, alternating one with wax and one without. All right? So, in this experiment, what's the controlled group? What's the thing she knew would happen? The thing that she could control? What was the thing that she knew? The snowboards with wax removed or the snowboards with wax added? Reham.
The snowboards with wax added?
Was the controlled group?
I had an answer and I thought it was right. You're making me think I'm wrong.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, let's find out. Snowboard with wax added is control. So it is actually not, and it explains. Okay? So describes the experiment. All right? They're doing their snowboarding thing. She applies the layer of wax. Okay? If we go down here, if they investigated the effect of adding wax to snowboards, the snowboards with wax added are not a control group because she just heard someone say, hey, you should add wax. It might work. It might make you faster. She didn't know, so she tried it out. So she did an experiment. She was like, someone said I should add wax. Let me test it out, see if it actually works. That's the experimental part. She already knows if you put nothing on your snowboard's going to go from the top to the bottom. She could control that. She already knew that. Okay? That's the easy explanation. This is the long one. Does anybody want me to read this part, or do you guys get it? Maybe do a thumbs up emoji. Somebody gets it? Cool. Oh, Reham, what'd you say? Sorry.
Don't read it.
You want to read it?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna hit got it. So we're gonna keep going. All right. Jackson's young son drew all over the living room the living room wall with crayons. Jackson wanted to find a way to remove the crayon markings. Based on what he read online, he decided to see if scrubbing the wall with baking soda could help. Hold on, let me see who's texting me. Is it Deshaun? No, it's Sombridi. I'm ready. But nobody at Zoom attending. Somebody, oh, never mind. Somebody, I just got your text. I'm so sorry. Welcome to science.
Yippee. What do you
Sorry.
mean? What
Huh?
text?
What?
What text? What text?
Okay, maybe I'm texting like your mom then, or
My
someone.
dad.
Someone in my phone, as somebody said, or I said Zoom's getting ready to start, and then they said thanks. I'm ready, but no one's here. Nobody's zooming at 10 a.m.
Okay, I am so confused.
Oh well, you're here now, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so sorry, back to this. Jackson drew on the wall with crayons, read online if he scrubs the wall with baking soda, it could get it off. So he dips the sponge in water to scrub it off, and then a second sponge in water, sprinkles it with baking soda to also scrub the crayons. He observed how much crayon was removed from each. He repeated this test 2 more times on different sections of the wall. So he did a scrub with water and then a scrub with baking soda. Which was the one he could control? Which was the one he knew the outcome already? Mr. Hughes, Siwan, what's up? Are you answering the question? You can answer it. What are we working on? Science. Have you not been here? It's been 13 minutes. We're doing science. Tuesdays and Thursdays are science. Okay. No, I was playing a game. Butthead. Okay, no more games, guys. Thank you for being honest, but no more games. We have to do science. Okay? All right. So we're doing science. Back to this, okay? Scrub the wall, one with water, one with baking soda. Okay? Which one was the one he could control? Which was the one he already knew would happen? The section of the wall scrubbed with just water, or the section of the wall scrubbed with water and baking soda? Remember, one of these he could control. One of them is an experiment. One of them he doesn't know what's going to happen. Reham.
The sections of walls scrubbed with water only.
Yes, that is correct. So the section of water only, he already knows what's going to happen. He went online and online said, hey, if you try it with baking soda, it works. He doesn't know, so he tested it, an experiment. He tried it out, okay? So that's why the one with water, he could control. The one with baking soda, he has no idea, okay? Good job. All right, Reham, you have done amazing participating. I need Chantel Sombridi or Siwan to answer this next one, so I know you're here and not playing games. Siwan. Okay. Jayla grew roses for a flower shop. One day, she noticed tumor-like growths on her rose stems. She could tell that the plants had grown or had crown gall disease, which is caused by a type of bacteria. She knew that allicin, a chemical in garlic, can kill bacteria. Jayla wondered, keyword, wondered if spraying her plants with garlic juice would prevent more tumors from forming on her plants. Once a day, Jayla sprayed garlic juice on 10 infected plants and left another 10 infected plants unsprayed. After 1 month, she compared the number of new tumors on the plants in both groups. All right? So, in this experiment, which one is the experimental group? The roses not sprayed or the roses sprayed with garlic? Other than Reham. Check the chat. Chantel, I'm still here. Good. Chantel, oh, I see Sombridi's hand. Sombridi, which one is the experiment?
The one that you're about to click. Yeah, that one.
This one?
Yes.
There's nothing here.
Yeah, there is. But that says the roses with garlic juice.
Yes. C1, that was a good guess. No, so the experimental one is what somebody said. Yes, the roses sprayed with garlic juice is the experiment. If we go back up here,
Haha, loser.
no, somebody go back on mute. Don't say that. That's not nice. Okay. Let me exile that. So guys, the key word here was wondered. Can I? No, it won't let me. Okay. Keyword was wondered. Okay, Jayla wondered if spraying it with garlic juice would work. She didn't know, so that's the experiment. She already knows spraying her plants with water, like what's gonna happen. Okay, good. All right. We need this next one. If we can get this next one right, let's just go to part 2 for today. Okay, cool. So, apple slices in Helen's lunch always turn brown by lunch. Yuck. Helen's favorite cooking website said that pouring lemon juice on the apple slices would keep them from turning brown so quickly. Keyword, Helen's favorite cooking website. Okay, said. All right. Helen cut an apple into 8 slices. She poured 2 tablespoons of lemon juice over 4 of them. She did not pour lemon juice over the other 4. Every hour for 3 hours, Helen counted the number of slices that turned brown. So, which is the group she could control? The plain ones or the ones with lemon juice? Let me open up our chat. Well, yeah, exactly. Okay. Make sure you guys are being nice. Thank you, Chantel. You're right. Nobody is. Okay, so someone other than Reham again. Other than Reham. What is the group we can control in this paragraph? Which is the one she already knows is going to happen? And which is the one she doesn't know that's going to happen because of our key sentence? Sambriti.
The plain apple slices, because I don't know.
Yes. No, you do know. Be confident because you're right. So be confident. You did that. That was good. It is. The plain apples, guys, she already knows what's going to happen because everyone knows, for the most part, a normal apple will turn brown if you do nothing to it. This part, the part that I underlined, her favorite cooking website said. So she doesn't know. Her favorite cooking website said, not her. So she doesn't know that. So that's why the lemon juice is the experiment. Good job. All right. Oh, we need one more right. Sorry. Okay, we'll do this. Guys, if we get this one right, we get to go to challenge number 2. All right. Santiago noticed that he could make a dome of water on a penny if he added drops of water slowly enough. He wondered if adding soap, he wondered, nope. Nah, no, it won't let me. Wondered, keyword, if adding soap to the water would allow him to fit more or less water on the penny. Santiago put equal-sized drops of pure water, one at a time, onto a penny. He recorded the number of drops he could add before the water spilled over. Then he rinsed and dried the penny and repeated the test using water mixed with soap. Santiago repeated these trials on several pennies. In the experiment, what's the experimental group? Pennies with soapy water or pennies with pure water? Which is the one he didn't know the outcome? He was testing it for the first time. Chantel, I haven't called on you yet.
I think it's the one with pure water.
Say that again?
I think it's the one with pure water. I don't really know.
That's okay. So let's go over it one more time. So the experimental group is the one he doesn't know what's going to happen. All right? So keyword was he wondered what would happen if he added soap to the water. So if the soap water was the one he wondered about, did he know what would happen?
No.
No. So the experimental group is actually the soapy
Soapy
water.
water.
And there we go. But hey, that was good guess. Good job, Chantel. So guys, we made it to stage 2. We got to answer 3 questions right in a row this time. Okay? And then this one looks like it's complete the sentences. Okay? So Tessa wanted to find ways to save water. She learned that people can reuse gray water, which is water that's been used in sinks, tubs, washing machines. So basically water that's been used to clean stuff already. That's called gray water. She wondered, keyword, wondered. There it is again. Boop. She wondered if her plants would be less healthy if she watered them with gray water instead of tap water, which is just like water you can get from the sink. Tessa placed 8 potted petunia plants on her window sill. For 3 months, she watered 4 of them with gray water and the other 4 with tap water. At the end of the 3 months, she counted the number of dead leaves on each plant. Complete the sentence. In this experiment, the plants watered with gray water were part of the blank. Which group is the gray water? Anybody? Reham.
It's an experimental group.
It is the experimental group because she did not know. She wondered. Where's the word wonder? There it is. She wondered if it would work with gray water. Okay, she didn't know, so that's why it's the experiment. Submit. Good job, Reham. All right, next one. Okie doke. On winter mornings, Claire had to scrape ice off the windshield and side mirrors of her car. I can attest that that is never fun, just so you guys know. Her friend, that's the key one in this. Her friend told her that she could cover her side mirrors with plastic bags overnight to stop ice from forming. One winter night, Claire secured a plastic bag over one of her side mirrors and then left the other side mirror uncovered. In the morning, she checked the percentage of each mirror that was covered by ice. She repeated this test every night for a week, alternating which mirror she covered. So in this experiment, the uncovered side mirror was part of the what? Let me check the chat. Chantel, thank you for the smiley faces. But so who knows? The uncovered, Siwan, the uncovered was part of the control group. Is he right? He is right. Yes. She already knew that ice is gonna form on her car. She didn't know what would happen if she put the plastic bag over it. Okay. So you are correct. All right, guys. If we get this one right, we get to move on to stage 3. Okay, cool. Ben worked in a restaurant that had a vegetable garden. Part of his job was to care for the tomato plants. He had heard that pruning, trimming tomato plants can help tomatoes grow. He wondered if pruning would affect how well his tomato plants grew. Ben chose 24 tomato plants that were similar in size. He pruned an equal number of branches from each of the first 12 and then left the other 12 unpruned. Then each week, he weighed the tomatoes and picked from each group. Okay? So, in this experiment, the pruned tomatoes were part of what? The pruned ones were part of what? And then remember, you can always go back up here. He heard that blank. So this sentence right here tells you which one is the experimental group already. I will call on Reham if no one else raises their hand, but I would love it if someone else raised their hand because Reham's participated a lot today. Okay, Sambriti.
The experimental one.
Yes.
I
Nope, don't say it. Nope, be confident because you're right. Don't doubt yourself. An experimental group, yes. He had heard that pruning. He didn't know, he heard it. So that's why it's the experiment. Good. All right, guys, we are on stage 3. Dun, dun, dun. All right, this is the last part. Also looks like it's fill in the blank, okay? So let's see how we do. Sanjay worked for a laundry that washed tablecloths. Sanjay's manager asked him to find a way to remove stains from the tablecloths. Sanjay thought that bleach would help to remove the stains, but he wasn't sure about the amount. Sanjay washed 5 loads of tablecloths with no bleach, 5 loads with 1/2 a cup of bleach, and 5 loads with 1 cup of bleach. Then he compared the percentage of tablecloths in each group. Interesting. So guys, this, if you read it carefully, this gave us 3 groups. It gave us 3 groups, okay? No bleach, 1/2 a cup of bleach, and then a whole cup of bleach. We have 3 groups this time, okay? So in the experiment, the tablecloths washed with 1 cup of bleach were part of what group? Notice it only gives us 2, which means, I'll tell you what it means after one of you answers it. The tablecloth washed with 1 cup of bleach. Is that something he already knew? Or is that something he was trying out for the first time? Chantel.
Um, I think it's control group.
All right, so that's something you think he already knew?
Wait. No. Wait. Okay.
So if he didn't know it, what group is it then?
My mouse.
Huh?
I don't know how to say the word, but I know which one it is.
So the word is experimental.
Experimental group.
Yes. Yes, it is experimental. Good job. So guys, there are 3 groups in this. No bleach, that's the control group because he already knows what's going to happen. 1/2 a cup and then a whole cup. Believe it or not, both of those groups are experimental because he doesn't know what's going to happen with either of them. Okay, they're both using bleach, which he's never used before. So that means they're both experimental. And there's only 1 group he controls. So there you go. Good job, Chantel. All right. Emmy left a balloon in the car overnight. The next morning, she noticed that the balloon had shrunk. It was very cold, and Emmy wondered if cooling down inflated balloons causes them to shrink. She wondered, keyword there, wondered if cooling down the balloons would shrink. To find out, Emmy inflated 9 identical balloons to the same circumference. Super big word for she just made, when she was blowing the balloons up, she just made them the same size. That's all that means, okay? She placed 3 balloons in a cabinet that was room temperature, so like 68, so that's like a normal spring, nice day outside. She also placed 3 balloons in the refrigerator where it's 37 degrees, so that's like winter. She placed the other 3 balloons in the freezer at 0, which is freezing point, so super duper cold. Snowing outside, ice everywhere, crazy. 3 hours later, she measured the size or the circumference of the balloons, okay? So again, there's 3 groups here, okay? In this experiment, the balloons kept at room temperature So like, nice, normal weather, were part of what? Were they the ones in the room with her? Is that the one she already knew what would happen? Or was that the one she had no idea what would happen? So she knows what's going to happen in the control group. She doesn't know what's going to happen with experimental. So what's this one? C1.
I think it's experimental,
Okay, why do you think that?
cause in the text it says she wondered, so it's like she don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, so you're close, yeah. So wait, where does it say? So she wondered, but what did she wonder, buddy? She wondered what?
Cooling down inflated balloons causes them to shrink.
Yes. So she wondered about them cooling down. Did she wonder about keeping them in a normal room?
No, I don't think so.
No. So if she wants to know about these normal ones, so what would this one be then?
Control group.
Yes, good job. Yeah, so this is the one she could control. She could see them, they're next to her, they're in the room. She controls that. She doesn't know what's going to happen when she puts them in the fridge or the freezer. So good. Good job, buddy. Cool. All right, we got one more. Grayson wanted to make cheese from milk, curds. He knew that milk forms curds when it's heated, and he heard that adding vinegar could help. He heard, meaning he doesn't know. He heard that adding vinegar could help. He wanted to know whether adding different amounts of vinegar could help the size of the curds. Okay, so this is just like the process of making cheese. If you didn't know, it does come from milk. So that's what this is all about. Grayson poured the same amount of milk into each of 3 pots. Okay, so this is 3 again. Excuse me. He added half a cup of vinegar to one, a fourth of vinegar to another, and then nothing to the last one. He left the last one alone. Okay. He heated the pot for 20 minutes, then observed how large they got. Okay. And then it says he repeated this 3 times. So there are 3 groups: vinegar, half a cup of vinegar, fourth a cup of vinegar, and then nothing. So the question is, the pots with only milk were part of blank. The pot with only milk was blank. Reham.
Part of the controlled group.
Yes, it is part of the control group because he already knows what's going to happen. He knows milk by itself, when heated, makes curds, okay, which is then how you make cheese. He doesn't know what's going to happen when he puts vinegar in it. So those other 2, where he added vinegar, that's the experiment. That's the one he was testing. But this one, good, just control. Awesome. So guys, how do we do? We have mastered this skill. We've earned a gold medal, win more prizes. Bam, boom, bam. Look at us go. Okay. So guys, again, this website, ixl.com, it's just something fun. Right now, I think I'll be using a different website later, because this one is only like a 30-day free trial for now, and then I have to pay for it. But some of the other teachers at Imagine said that there are other science websites completely for free for like forever, so I think I'll use those. But for now, I didn't want to just give you guys News ELA reading. I will if Principal Ben wants me to, and Miss Perez, but I just wanted to do something maybe like a little more fun. So this one was like a little more interactive. Some of the other teachers said that there are some websites with like games and stuff for science. So Thursday, when we have science again, I'm hoping we can do that and like play games and stuff. That would be more fun. But yeah, so if you go to 6th grade science, has to be science. Are you guys all in my science one? Okay, good. Reham, Siwan, Sambriti, Chantel. Okay, good. because I only posted the homework in the science one, but I did make science homework, which is on the same website, IXL. Okay, and then you are doing homework based on what we learned today about experimental groups, control groups. All right, and then it'll tell me how you do. I don't know, and this is something I should probably figure out, if I have a class code. Because if so, I should probably figure that out since this is brand new to me. Because if you guys can't get in, oh wow, that's a lot of whoa stuff. Oh my. Got it. So you all have like your own, whoa, email and password. That's intense. Okay. Yikes. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see what I see, but there sure is a lot. So like Chantel, Sombriti, Siwan, Reham. It looks like it's giving you your own username and password to get on here for your homework tonight. Let's see what it says. Print student username and passwords and email each student their stuff. Got it. So real quick, guys, go ahead and write down your username and password and then give me a thumbs up emoji when you did that. So like Chantel, go ahead and write this. This is obviously your name, 177, your password. Sombriti, this is your name, 177, then your password. Siwan, your name, 177, password. Reham, your name, 177, password. So guys, write those down because you'll need those for your homework tonight. And give me the thumbs up emoji when you wrote it down. I guess I could also just post it in Google Classroom. Do you guys check your email? Do you guys want me to, can I text this? Can I like send pictures? Haha, I think I can. Okay guys, I'm gonna try and take a picture of this. So that's Chantel, somebody, boom. Let's see how that works. Oh Lord. Yikes. No, okay. Chantel, give me one moment, Reham. I see your hand. I am sending the picture to your phones. And I'm curious to see if you get it. I took a picture of like the passwords and stuff. And Reham. Cool. I just sent a picture to you guys. Reham, what's your question?
Yesterday I tried doing the homework, but it wouldn't let me. Said I
On
need
Freckle?
an Ed puzzle.
On Edpuzzle. Okay.
It said I needed a class code.
You do. Oh, do you? No, you shouldn't. Sorry. That's a fair point. Let me check that. Oh, see one, it won't let me send the picture to you. Sombriti, what's your question?
Oh yeah. What's the new code for Freckle?
The new code?
Yeah.
Um,
You don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
The new code for Freckle for us. Are you ready? Are you gonna write it down?
Yeah. Wait.
Okay, tell me when.
Okay, now.
Okay. It is 8 7,
7,
9,
9.
and then the next 3 letters are all capital.
Uh-huh.
It's D, like dog,
Uh-huh.
K,
K,
and T.
T.
So it should be 8, 7, 9, D, K, T.
Yep, got it.
Cool. So Reham, you are in the class.
Doesn't let me sign in.
When you tried to sign in, were you already signed into Google Classroom?
Yeah.
Interesting. Because that's the only issue. Like I found out is if you're already signed into Google Classroom, it should let you in. But
Don't know.
yeah. But and then the weird part is it doesn't. Not that I've ever seen, but it doesn't give me a class code to give you guys. But let's see. Nope. Excuse me. Dun 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 dun. I don't think there. From what I've seen on this website, I haven't even seen a class code. See, it gives me a referral code, but I don't think that's what it is. And maybe it is. Nope, wrong button. Yeah, I mean, you can. Do you see this code that I'm circling?
Mhm.
You could write that down if you want and see if that works. But if not, thank you for telling me because I don't know where else a class code would even be. So, but yeah. So, did you write it down yet?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Cool. So yeah, give that a shot. I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing my screen. C1, what's up?
I see it now.
Oh, are
just
you
want-
writing? C1, are you gonna write these down?
Yeah, I just about to ask you like what was my password?
Yeah, it's right here. I tried to send you a picture of it, but it wouldn't let me. So, and then I mean, if you guys don't mind or if you don't care, I can post these on Google Classroom if you're okay with that. But yeah, guys, that's it for science. C1, is it all written down?
Yep.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna stop sharing. Reham, I will keep playing around with Edpuzzle and figure that out. But for now, try and do the science homework, and I'll edit your due date for your math homework. So I'm still gonna require it, but I'll just edit the due date for you, so that way we can figure this out. Okay? I am not gonna make you guys in trouble for computer issues. That is not your fault. But thank you for telling me. So if that ever happens to you guys, tell me. It'll still be due, but I'll just change the due date. That way you don't get a bad grade, if that makes sense. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna stop recording.